Oh, hello everyone. How are you? I'm alive. Hi everyone, happy Saturday. I'm still getting over a cold, friends, so I'm not 100% today, but I'm here for you, and I'm going to try. And really, that's all that matters. I am alive, in a manner of speaking, and that manner is the literal sense. But yes. You're at rehearsal for a school play, like right now, God of Truth, you're at rehearsal for a school play? Well, you are using your time wisely. That's cool. I used to do plays when I was in high school, so it's a good time. I always enjoy doing it. Alright, before we get going here, let me scroll back and say hi to everyone who said hello. Hello, Heterosapiens. Rotom. Whoa, is Homestuck. Is that how it's pronounced? Homestuck? That looks like how it's pronounced. Hi, Coolan102. Happy Saturday. Hey, Keyblade. Hello, hello. Hi, I Smile. Hello, Luna. Rice Milk. Hi, how you doing? Good morning. Giga Slash. Hello. Alright, well, have a good rehearsal, God of Truth. Yo, Makachi. Happy Saturday. Hey, Anabor. Anabor. I'm sorry, I can never remember how to pronounce that correctly. But hello to everyone. Happy Saturday. Alright. So, let's see. We are in the middle of Act 6, Act 5, Act 1. Because Act 6, Act 5 is broken up into two different acts of its own, right? So we're like Act 6, Act 5, Act 1. Ina, okay. I'll just call you Ina then. Oh, I'm sorry, Coolen. Yeah. I think there's something going around because a lot of people at the office were kind of worn down this week. And I'm still worn down too. I was feeling better like in the middle of the week, so I went to the gym Thursday evening and I went for like a run on the treadmill. I did like 3 miles because I was supposed to do a 15K tomorrow morning, but like Friday I felt worse, and I think it's because I exercised before I probably should have. So I think I'm probably not going to do the 15K tomorrow and just like rest because I probably shouldn't compromise my immune system. In miles, it's like 9.3 miles, so I probably shouldn't do that and compromise my immune system when I'm still getting over a cold. So anyway, Heterosapiens realizes what is coming. Oh God, what is coming today? What is going on today? I'm gonna find out, I guess. So, all right. Oh, by the way, one thing. Who brought this up? Oh, Heterosapiens brought this up in chat before we started the stream. So, yes, I am aware of Deltarune. For those of you who are Toby Fox fans and Undertale fans, I am aware that Deltarune is a thing that happened this week. I am planning to stream it blind, like play through it for the first time on stream, which is kind of the cool thing to do. I was going to do it tomorrow. I've had some personal stuff come up, so I'm not going to do it tomorrow like I was planning to, but I will do it soon. I don't know what I mean by soon, but once I have that more solidly figured out, I will let you guys know so when it'll be. But yes, I am planning to stream Deltarune. Oh, also, I am planning to, so I haven't been doing gaming streams in a while. Like I used to do like Monday, Wednesday night gaming streams. I'm actually going to, in a couple of Wednesdays from now, start streaming Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. So if that's a thing that you guys are interested in, that's going to be Wednesday evening starting. What is this Wednesday? It's the 7th. So it's going to be the 14th. It's going to be starting Wednesday, November 14th. That's going to be an evening stream. My time, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So if you're overseas, it's probably going to be like a middle of the night for you, so I'm sorry. But yes, so that's coming back. That's going to be starting soon as well. So things happening. Exciting things as we get into the holiday season. Yay! I'm trying to be enthusiastic, but I'm still feeling a little worn down from my cold, so. Alright. Are there Homestuck references in Deltarune? Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna really like Deltarune, I can tell. Alright. Also, hi, Condesce. Happy Saturday. Oh, and hi, McCatnip. I just saw you just say, go heck yeah, Deltarune 2. I've heard good things about Deltarune, and it makes me very, very happy. All right, but we are not here to talk about Deltarune or Undertale. I mean, you can if you want to. I'm not going to stop you. But we are here for Homestuck. So, let's get going. So, last time, Jake really cocked things up with Jane again. And so Jane is emotionally distraught, and that's where we're leaving her. Oh, and also I think she had a conversation with Calliope, didn't she? If I recall correctly. Anyway, things in my head are fuzzy right now. But let's go to DD. DD, examine sleazy Dersite rag. Oh, that's right, DD is wearing the ring now. Oh, that's right, because he casually ascended a while ago. Oh, he didn't change either because, like, there was no prototyping. So he just has, like, a ring with, like, no, yes. Yes, Caliborn is such a charmer. Yes, Goddess, absolutely. I don't want to know anything about Deltarune. Like, literally tell me nothing about the game. In fact, the fact that you've told me that it's a game is too much. Actually, I'm kidding. I already knew it was a game. But, like, I don't want to know anything about it. Like, literally nothing. Like, if the game has a title screen, don't tell me. If you have to play the game on a device powered by electricity, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All right. Hey, Eltara Spirit. When do I plan on playing it? Soon. I was actually saying a moment ago, if you just got here, I was gonna play it tomorrow on stream, but I had something come up, so it's not gonna be tomorrow, but it will be soon. Maybe next weekend, I don't know. But once I know a time, I will definitely let you guys know. So I want to play it soon, so I don't have to avoid looking at the internet to avoid spoilers. Anyway, thank you everyone for like being cool about keeping a lid on Deltarune. I know those of you who have played it, I know people who have played it like are super excited and like super want to talk about it, and I appreciate you guys kind of holding it down here. But there is a spoilers channel in our Discord if you guys want to have a space to talk about Deltarune. That's kind of a safe place to do it because I don't generally look in there, so there's that. Hi Waverly, happy Saturday. Okay, anyway, let's see what's in the news today. Why did someone just buzzed my apartment? I'm not expecting anyone. So let's just ignore that. Oh, my girlfriend is here, by the way, too. That's why I was looking over, being like, what's going on? You're not actually on camera, but she waved. She waved. We went to see Tom Hanks last night, and it was great.
Literally Tom Hanks, not
yeah.
the movie Tom Hanks.
No, like Tom Hanks in person at the Chicago Humanities Festival. It was really great. All right. Happy Saturday indeed. All right. The Inquiring Carpassian. Headline. Jailgate. Day 153. Diplomatic gridlock. White shell mendacity at all-time high. No surprise here. The Archagent is dominating the headlines yet again. Already approaching day 154 of this debacle. It's a big day for your kingdom. Hard to believe it's here already. Time sure flies when you're being smooth and well-dressed. The article covers the usual tedious politics surrounding the negotiation of his release. After weeks of posturing and grandstanding, Prospect's terms have been bargained down to a polite apology signed by the Condesce herself. Or those were the terms you were last aware of. You checked to see if there have been any further developments. Yeah, just as you thought. She refused those terms. Prospect then countered with a new offer. Then the apology no longer has to be polite. No way she cottons to that proposal either. It's quite obvious to you what's going on here. The White Queen was never really taking this negotiation seriously. She's been submitting frivolous proposals which she knows perfectly well the Condesce will refuse on principle, daring her in front of the whole kingdom to swallow just an ounce of pride to get her agent back. This makes her look petty in the tabloids if she refuses, which was always inevitable, because, as everyone knows, a queen is a vain creature, even alien sea queens. And you thought the kingdoms were locked in a stalemate before new management took over. Well, I'm glad you can make it here too, Waverly. You missed the last stream? Well, so did I. Wait, no, I was here. Never mind. Alright. The press has run the story so far into the... Wow, is that like... He just has like a lot of copies of something here. Lots and lots of copies, stacks of purple, whatever that is. Anyway, the press has run the story so far into the ground you can barely bring yourself to keep up with it anymore. Sensationalism at its finest. What year was this written? This was written like, what, 6 years ago? I feel like this would fit today, too. Not that you're really itching to see Noir get his old job back. Talk about a high-strung boss. The time in the clink should do him good. Like a forced vacation, with accommodations nearly on par with a 5-star hotel on Derse. Frankly, things run much smoother around here without him blowing a gasket every other day. Though you will say, you could really use his expertise as a pencil pusher. You never knew anyone who could file paperwork quite like Noir. Sure, he complained bitterly about his desk job, but in truth he was always a reluctant savant of bureaucratic procedure and red tape. Now you're getting buried in all these damn tax forms and parking tickets. Maybe you should have them shuttled to his jail cell on Prospect so he can catch up. You have a feeling the Prospedian authorities would be willing to oblige. Actually, that's such a good idea. You can't believe you didn't think of it sooner. You'll have to get the droll on that pronto. So these stacks are all like the parking tickets and whatnot. Okay, that is a lot. My goodness. So what I'm understanding here is Jack Noir is like the ultimate navigator of bureaucracy. It's like Hermes from Futurama, except evil and murdery. Maybe not necessarily evil, just murdery. Anyway, you step over to your cubicle of fenestrated walls, which you had replaced since the prince trashed the old ones. Ooh, 4th walls. That's cool. You ordered the droll to sneak off to one of their worlds and whip up some fresh ones with a few alchemical upgrades while he was at it. The droll isn't really the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's certainly the most versatile. Also the most eager to please. If you have to watch his happy umbrella dance one more time, you swear to God. That was a black day for Derse when the prince went rogue. Well, not rogue, that's a bad choice of words. Why did the damn moon girl have to be a rogue? Corners you into that pun every time. And it wasn't really a black day either, per se, since on Derse a black day is actually a good day. Everyone's a pretty big fan of black around these parts. Point is, everything went to shit. You like to think you taught those seditious brats a lesson, though. What with the miles, their inescapability, etc. That's right, the miles. There's no escaping the miles. Oh, there's Jane doing her sad jump. And it's a good thing you taught them a lesson when you did, because the next day the Condesce had new orders for all agents. Engaging the nobles was thereafter strictly forbidden. No more sabotage, assassination attempts, any of that good stuff. Not until the heiress's wriggling day. Then all bets are off. Who is the heiress and what's a wriggling day, you asked? The heiress is the maid. Okay, you said. And her wriggling day? That's just her birthday, but phrased into alien. Like the anniversary of the day she was spawned, with cake and all that jazz. Come on, use your brain. Alright, got it, you said. Anyway, that's tomorrow. Your guess is the orders came down from her boss, who, from what you've gathered, is even more of a head case than your presently incarcerated superior. When she starts kicking up a fuss, yelling at people, forking any poor slob unfortunate enough to make a misstep while grooming her hair, you know too well that's the frustration of an exasperated first officer. Would almost make you feel sympathy for the witch if you, like she, weren't clinically psychopathic. Oh my goodness. She's never copped to it, but you just know she's got some schemes on the side. Every good right hand is going to have something up its sleeve, some sort of contingency plan the boss doesn't know about. Trust you on that one. She's cooking something. It probably has something to do with the new prisoner she reeled in. You don't know what she wants with the girl yet, but she's always got something cooking. Or baking. Whatever. The point is, the woman spends a lot of time in the kitchen. Alright, DG, check on prisoner. Speaking of the new prisoner, you wonder how the old one is doing. You're not going to check on the new one. She's out of your jurisdiction. Like you said, the witch has her schemes. Whatever they are, you're going to leave that alone. You're more curious about the status of the fellow you captured 153 days ago. Oh my goodness. Who is this? You take a stroll through the Derse Penitentiary. Is this like a problem sleuth thing? I mean, I still haven't really read Problem Sleuth, but I feel like I recognize this as Problem Sleuth. You know what? Yeah, I think the music probably is a bit too loud, so let me Bump it down a skosh. Thank you for letting me know. You take a stroll through the Derse Penitentiary. This is where the Gen Pop is housed. For inmates, life is usually unpleasant and short down here. But the moment you laid eyes on the human prisoner, you knew you could never in good conscience lock him up in the dungeons and gulags with the common thieves, tax cheats, and parking fee delinquents. That would be a crime worse than those committed by all the inmates combined. No, a man of such distinction and strong fashion sense needed special accommodations. A cell reserved for very important prisoners. Proceed to solitary confinement suite. Going up. That's a cool elevator animation. Oh god, it's John's dad. Wait, is it John's dad or is it Jane's dad? I'm not clear. It's one of their dads. It's one of the dads. I don't know which dad it is. Is this Jane's dad? Jane's dad, okay. Good old Jane's dad. He's alive and well. The prisoner appears to be doing well. You ask if you can get him anything. Coffee? A newspaper? Additional smoking apparatus? He indicates that since he lost his wallet, he's been running low on pipe tobacco. You say you'll see to it at once. While this is a maximum security suite that is virtually impossible to escape from, you've made it clear to all personnel that anyone who harms a hair on this man's head will have to answer to you. They are all very fortunate that his head does not seem to have any. God damn, he is good at shaving. You are not afraid to admit your envy when it comes to his prowess with a straight edge, not even to speak of his natural ability to grow whiskers in the first place. Oh, lucky stiff. Ask what the prisoner is doing. Oh, right, John's dad is dead. Listen, guys, I can't keep track of all the deaths or not deaths. And I'm getting over a cold. My head is fuzzy. I'm only on my first cup of coffee. What I'm saying is, give me a break. Actually, just give me a break in perpetuity. Always give me a break. Alright, ask what the prisoner is doing. No need to ask. You can plainly see he is conducting some rather serious business with his mobile device. The network restricts access to within Derse only, so he can't contact the nobles and do anything sneaky. But, at his request, you have set up a kingdom-wide network to trade online tips with other Dersites pertaining to his interests, notably fashion. In the weeks since his arrest, the captive has become something of a celebrity on Derse. His impeccable sense of business-like attire has taken the kingdom by storm, and now trends feverishly among social networking groups. Okay, there is only one social networking group, but it's trending feverishly in that one. You can't say you've been totally impervious to the craze yourself, nor can you say you weren't shamelessly complicit in promoting it. Hell, you can't even say you didn't mandate certain dress code modifications throughout the kingdom enforced under penalty of death. Nope, can't really say you can say any of that stuff. Oh my gosh, are we talking about Shrek in chat now? Shrek is pretty great. Oh, Shrek is the play you're doing, God of Truths? Oh, that's cool. That's fantastic. In the morning, I'm making waffles.
That's Donkey.
It is Donkey. Who is in Shrek? Donkey! Anyway. Serious business. Show serious business. Hatliker at hall. Help! Need help! One dapper black shell. At Hatliker, state business. Finery fiend. At Hatliker. No need for pants, thanks. At Hatliker. I'm very concerned. Tell me what is wrong. I'm not even attempting to do different voices here. Pipe fan 413. Yes, at Hatliker. We are here for you. Hatliker. I sat on my favorite hat. No need for pants, thanks. At Hatliker. Gasp! Finery fiend. At Hatliker. Ooh! Chuffed about duds. At Hatliker. This is not a black day for you. My condolences. Hatliker. It was an accident. A frayed hat is ruined. Please advise. Want more socks? At Hatliker. Are at least socks okay? Hatliker at want more socks. Yes, socks are okay. Want more socks? At Hatliker. Did you sit on socks too? Hatliker at want more socks. No, did not sit on socks. I do not think sitting on socks would be a problem though. Oh my gosh. This is fantastic. Want more socks at Hatliker? No, it is doubtful. Fair enough. One dapper black shell at Hatliker. Need more information before I can advise. Please state your weight. No need for pants, thanks. At Hatliker. Agreed. Exactly how much vertical pressure was applied to top of the hat? Binary Fiend at Hatliker. Report extent of damage to the hat. Hatliker. Not sure. Hat in bad shape. Does not resemble hat much anymore. Considerably less handsome. More like rumpled head object now. One dapper black shell at Hatliker. Attempt to rectify hat integrity. Use same blunt instrument which got you into mess in the first place. Hatliker at one dapper black shell. Thank you for advice. Do you mean my bottom? One dapper black shell at Hatliker. Yes. Want more socks at Hatliker? Yes. Agree with one dapper black shell. Unsit on hat. Finery Fiend at want more socks. Can one unsit on a hat? Want more socks at Finery Fiend? Maybe, IDK. Chuffed about duds at Hatliker. Turn hat upside down, then sit on hat. One dapper black shell at Hatliker. Yes, agree with that. Chuffed about duds. Sit on upside down hat to unrumple. Pipe fan 413. At Hatliker, these men are leading you astray. Sitting on the hat again will only cause it further damage. No need for pants, thanks. At Pipe fan 413. This will be the case even if the rumpled hat is inverted. Pipe fan 413 at no need for pants, thanks. Yes, this will be the case regardless of the hat's orientation. Finery Fiend. Greatly respect at Pipe Fan 413's knowledge of finery. I endorse his warning. Chuffed about duds at Finery Fiend. Me too. One dapper black shell at Finery Fiend. So do I. Want more socks. On at Pipe Fan 413's recommendation, I withdraw my motion to unsit on the hat. Want more socks. Change the status to apologetic. Oh my gosh. This is fantastic. This is a great conversation. Okay, I think moving forward, I'm gonna refrain from like reading the handles all the time because it occurs to me like I never read the handles in the conversation. So why am I starting now? I don't know. Anyway, what more socks? Okay, I'm refraining from unsitting on hat. Other ideas? Hatliker, yes. Chuffed about duds. Go on. Or go on, chuffed about duds. Do you suppose it is possible that rumpled head object may have intrinsic value? I do not understand. Thinking outside the shell here, perhaps bring rumpled object to haberdasher for appraisal. You suspect damage from bottom has caused hat to appreciate. Fascinating point of speculation, I wonder. If that is the case, perhaps sitting on hat has released fashionable properties heretofore concealed by unrumpled condition. Are you suggesting the damaged hat will look more dapper? It is a possibility. Oh, what if Hatliker struts in public wearing new rumpled head object with pride? What if Hatliker begins new fashion sensation? What an exciting thing that would be. I want to be popular and famous, but I do not think I have the courage. What if you were to have company wearing a damaged hat? Yes, maybe I will sit on my favorite hat as well. Yes, me too. Let us all create rumpled head objects, wear proudly. I cannot condone this activity, gentlemen. Why not, Pipe Fan 13? Why not, Pipe Fan 413? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not, Pipe Fan 413? Why not? Incinerate the... Oh, the Dignitary. The Dignitary is in here now. Incinerate the damaged hat immediately. Do not ever wear such a thing in public. Ugh! Burn the hat! Burn the hat! Burn it! Burn the rumpled hat! I am burning the hat! Sitting on the hat was terrible. Burn all the rumpled hats! They aren't dapper at all. Burn the mistake with fire! Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Show some more serious business. Oh my god, he has a can of Tab. That's great. I see. Who's I see? Who is this character? Actually, if I'm not supposed to know who this character is yet, I'm wondering if at least I should know the voice. Wait, is this the Condesce? Is this like, because the font color is suggesting to me that maybe it's the Condesce. It is the Condesce. Okay. Oh, her Imperial Condescension. Gotcha. What kind of voice should the Condesce be? Oh, just Mina's voice? Okay. I'll just do Mina's voice. Yo, I can't deal with this prissy hat chat no more. Public works my ass. What a waste of royal gold. Chuffed about does change status to bowing. Everyone changes their status to bowing. This is what I get for letting all proper dudes run shit instead of nasty clowns. The Dignitary changes status to doffing hat. At the Dignitary. I want my ring back, motherfuck. Oh, kind of older, lower. I want my ring back, motherfuck. Mina but more, wait. Mina but older, Mina but more feminine. That's, you're asking a lot of me here. I'll figure it out later. Years in the future. Minus several. So wait, years in the future minus several, so are we like slightly in the future? Yeah, we're looking at Roxy now, right? Looks like we're looking at Roxy. Yep, it's Roxy. Roxy, examine Wizard Fic Journal. Wizardly Herbert. That's fantastic. Roxy, open to random page. Let's look at the journal log. So what's going on here? So we've got eye patch kid with a scythe and a gun, and we've got girl face palming, and then there's a dead guy on the ground here. I think you were supposed to just tackle him, Beatrix said, looking all kinds of put off. Wizardy Herbert reached down to the body of the fictional camper he just shot and picked up the flag. Same difference. Is it? This is some lame magical version of capture the flag. The book wanted me to capture the flag from him. The flag has now been captured. Anyway, he's just kind of a brainless puppet. Then what are we? She asked. I don't know. Brainless puppets who have spent a whole few years in the real world. Kind of like everyone else, I suppose. Geez, that's cynical. Anyway, you're the one who said we should let the story play out the way it's supposed to. I'm just pointing out your own rules. Herbert made a dismissive gesture with his smoking gun. These punks are starting to get on my nerves. We're making progress anyway. See? Listen to that. Russet's scene is coming up. I wonder, if I remember right, this is the one that introduces his recurring love interest. Also, I guess the chief bad guy. I mean, sorta. She listened. There was yelling through the woods. It was coming closer. Help! Herb! B! Where are you? And now we're in a different font altogether. The three Serpenthook scoundrels flew through the woods on their magic flying wooden horses. Wow, the misspellings here are terrible. They were chasing poor Russet. Russet held on to the Fort Crow's Nest flag for dear life. For dear life. Oh my goodness. Deer as in the animal deer. He was a little scared, but mostly brave, not afraid of those Serpenthook cowards. They caught up with him, and then they knocked him down. His wand flew away out of reach. Hey, Clove, not so taut. Not so taut. Oh, no, hey, Clove, not so tough, are you, without your fancy wand, was one of the Serpenthook boys. Oh, he was one of the Serpenthook boys, and he sounded quite brash. Another one said, you think you're so hot with all your charm and good looks? Well, let's do something about that pretty face. Ha ha ha. Then they started beating him up. I almost feel like I should have done that in like the Joker voice with the way that lined his face. Let's put a smile on that face. Something along those lines. Anyway. Herbert! Ow! Will you do something? Ow, son of a... This can't be right. Herbert aimed cheerfully. Oh, sorry, not cheerfully, carefully. Herbert aimed carefully with his Beretta at the head of Russet's assailant. He was way serious and stone cold about it. He was not going to miss. Bang! He missed. Beatrix was grabbing his arm and redirecting his aim. Herbert, you have to stop. Why, Beatrix? He said with a super sly smile. Oh, that's not he's not questioning. Why, Beatrix, she said with a super sly smile. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were taking some enjoyment from watching your dear pal Russet's smackdown. What? No! She didn't let go of his arm, but he wouldn't quit his douchey smile. She went on. You can't just keep offing fictional characters. It's, I don't know, irresponsible. Yeah. Besides, you know the scene is supposed to play out like this. Russet is supposed to get rescued. How is he supposed to get rescued if the bullies are dead? He can't just go around changing things. I guess you're right. Herbert holstered his gun, admiring a few more choice sucker punches to Russet's midriff. Oof, that one'll leave a mark. Beatrix regained her calm. So, who's this guy that's supposed to save him? She asked. You say he's the villain? Here he comes now. A mysterious and alluring voice came out of nowhere. Go easy on him, fellas. Leave this one to me. It was so Oh, it's brash and arrogant, so I should probably be a little more brash and arrogant. Go easy on him, fellas. Leave this one to me. It was so brash and arrogant, just the sound of him made you mad. The boy stepped aside. The leader of the Serpentnook came forward. Russet was bruised and sore. Russet opened his eyes and saw someone so handsome. He had never seen a boy so intriguing and beautiful before. He had black hair and glasses and about 100 merit badges. This is great. Beatrix squinted at the Serpentnook boy. She didn't know why she couldn't see it coming. Grant? The boy stooped down and gave Russet his hand to take. He said, I'm afraid I have to take your flag from you. You see, it belongs to me in Fort Serpentnook. However, Russet was very intrigued. I will decide not to take your flag if you promise a favor later on from now. A favor, Russet said, but he was barely listening. The resemblance to his real-life friend was uncanny. He was sure it was him. But here in this dumb prison, he was no more than a soulless mannequin dreamt up to recite insipid horse shit. You have to promise me that when the time comes, you will betray your friends and help me, he said arrogantly. Russet was outraged by this, and yet he couldn't help but feel strongly drawn toward his magnificent, handsome boy. Russet said defiantly. Actually, he said it like a zombie. Never, I'll never betray my friends. Hee, I should have known. You are truly loyal to your friends, as I expected as much. What is your name? Russet, he whispered. Pleased to meet you, Russet, even if you are the enemy. Allow me to introduce myself. This is great. The guy paused to remove his glasses and polished them. Wait, I can't read anymore because I'm very nearsighted. And polished them on his sash. Right, I need glasses to read, everyone. It came off as a seriously dramatic gesture, just as intended and also as explicitly stated in the text. My name is Slyness. Slyness Marlevort. This is amazing. Okay, so it looks like we've got Beatrix and Herbert and... Is this Russet over here? Is Vivi chewing your finger? Vivi is chewing my girlfriend's finger right now. He's like batting at it and chewing it. I wish I could show you guys this, but alas. But believe me when I say it's quite entertaining. Alright. Herbert and Beatrix were dressed in fanciful athletic gear. That's what kids wear when they're about to embark on a journey to compete in some irrational magic sports. Herbert had tucked... I'm glad that sports is in all capitals here. Herbert had tucked under his arm a big stitched-up leather ball with golden springs poking out of it for no good goddamn reason. It was called a scubump. Beatrix had propped on her shoulder this funnel thing to be worn as a glove called a gimmage horn, a crucial appendage for any Drudzel scooper worth her salt. They'd been selected probably for some valorous deeds they did to represent Fort Crow's Nest in this highly whimsical sports event. Russet was there too, but he didn't get chosen to play in the sports due to some poorly explained stuff that no reasonable person could possibly care about, even if offered loads of cash. He was mainly jacked into the scene to wave goodbye and wish them luck, which he begrudgingly did. He also put in some time dodging questions and averting eye contact from his friends. He was being a champion at that. "Russet, answer me!" Beatrix demanded. "Why the heck didn't you tell us? Or tell Grant for that matter?" Herbert wasn't paying much attention, so Russet was moody and cryptic and didn't tell people some stuff. What a bombshell! He worried at one of the springs poking out of his redonkulous ball. It made a sproinging sound like a mouth harp and broke off. He wondered if the springs served any actual purpose. The springs did not serve any actual purpose. How could you keep something like that from everyone? That you knew all along? "I just wanted what was best for Grant," he finally said. She had tons of questions, but couldn't settle on the next one to ask. She wasn't about to let good body language go to waste, so she did kind of what mimes do when they don't like something you said. How long did he know Grant was... How long did he know Grant was from this dog-shit wizard fic? How did he escape in the first place? Was it really his spell that sealed him here? How long had he been planning this? She guessed that would explain why he had an absurdly obvious pseudonym. Grant Anonama? Yeah, like that's a real name. Great job, bro. Or should she say, Slyness? She wondered if his bogus name wasn't an anagram for something. Like a clue dangled under their noses. Magic bad guys do love their anagrams. They are just so damn clever when you finally figure them out. It's like, whoa, instant mindfuck. He's quite a troubled person, you know, B. Herbert looked up from his scuba. Well, if Russet thinks so, then... She gave up on the interrogation. When you're dealt a shit sandwich, why go to war over who baked the bread? Russet could stuff his dumb secrets in a sack for all she cared. What did she ever see in this moping tool? She never thought she would long for those times before they met, the old questing days before all this started. She was never exactly psyched to watch Herbert assault a crazy old wizard with a pistol, but now, okay, she wasn't saying anything she wanted to see she wasn't saying she wanted to see any more wizards get shot. She just meant she would trade all the badges in the world to go back to when things were simpler. It was time to go. The narrative's invisible conductor let them know with the arrival of a carriage. It was drawn by two floating, perfectly immobile wooden horses. Herbert read this thing 100 times, but still couldn't understand the author's fascination with flying, rigid wooden horses. Herbert held open the door with a bow. Herbert held the door open with a bow and gestured her in with ironic chivalry. The text didn't let it go unsaid that it was meant as a big fuck you to Russet, thus keeping their rivalry brewing. But in truth, neither dude was feeling it this time. Beatrix got in, and they were off. Rigid horses, carriage, and all into the sky. They turned around in their seats and waved to Russet below because a poorly written sentence said they were supposed to. Beatrix smacked her forehead. Not an anagram, she quoted from her brain. What, he asked? That fucker! Wait, is it an anagram? Wait. Hang on. Let me back up here. Grant Anonama? That is an anagram for not an anagram. That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Roxy, skip to the end. Herbert took a swipe at the clumsy yet elusive scup-up. The orb ducked under his arm and shambled on its way like a husky beetle with some stuff to do over there. The crowd of almost people roared generically at the almost snatch. The maneuver, if successful, would have locked the score at Queen 6 love, which really would have been just, wow, something else. Possibly exciting? Herbert still didn't quite understand the rules for the game, and judging by the antics of all the other boobs on their floating wooden horses, the author didn't either. Herbert struggled to turn his horse around to pursue the scum-up, but his mount of rigid lumber was unresponsive. As much as he reminded himself, he just couldn't get used to the fact that the story was in control of the horse. Dead ahead was the League's elite Drudzel Scooper, who was fussing with the laces of her gimmage horn while her horse idled. She looked up. "Herbert, watch where you're going!" I can't. I think the book wants us to crash. Beatrix thought about it. She almost kicked the size of her inert stallion to prod it along, but caught herself. Do we really have to? Herbert shrugged. Another solid half-minute of awkward horse advancement went by before the creaking oaken collision. Herbert tumbled through the air and hit the grass patch hard on his back. Beatrix landed on top of him. They found each other face to face. Is she serious with this? She asked, regarding the hella subtle way the author decided to craft this situation. It was like poetry in motion. Plus Hornses? I'm afraid so. Is she getting drunk now? She's getting drunk now, isn't she? This is where... I'm afraid so. I think the story is building romantic tension between us. It is. It was not a question, but a statement of major concern. Yeah, it is establishing the groundwork for romance, but we know our characters. It's sort of the one token heterosexual romance in the book. We probably just have to write it out. Beatrix didn't know what the felling of the color red wash, but she could swear the felling. She could swear the felling feeling creeping onto her face. Don't write while drunk, you lushy Dumbo. Roxy, don't write while drunk. You decide to take your own advice. You'll just wait a few hours to sober up before continuing your hero's metatextual adventures through an even crappier wizard fic than your own, which you yourself wrote anyway. Contrary to what your loyal readership of Zero may believe, being impaired is not actually constructive to the process of engineering awful prose. Well, looks like your alien pal wants to say hi anyway. Might as well pass the time chatting with her. Your home suddenly loses power due to the storm, which makes no sense. All devices in your house are powered by the portable green hubs you stole from the lab. That's weird. Your laptop continues to run on battery power regardless. Roxy, answer you. Yay, Calliope is back. Maybe. Uranian Umber began cheering Tipsy Nostalgic. Hey, you! Thanks God you just cheered. You saved me from myself, from making more rude crimes against literature. Dear, see what I mean? Yeah, Calliope? What gives... Wait, how do I know your name? I don't remember you telling it to me, but somehow I know it's Calliope. Say something. Man, I am drunk enough without having to solve your dot puzzles. Am I even drunk? Actually, I don't think so. Why did I think I was? What is happening here? Calliope, talk to me. Oh, are they in a dream bubble? They're in a dream bubble, aren't they? That's the first explanation I could think of. Huh? What was that? I thought I heard something. Roxy, look out window. Is there something out here? How is that possible? When the window has no power. Oh my gosh, cracks in paradox space. WTF is that? It is like a Technicolor dream crack in the spooky void. And what is that? Ooh, there's a blinky thingy off in the distance. What could it be? Is it... Could it be? Oh my gosh, is this Serenity? Oh my god, it's Twinkly Herbert! Aha, what a pal! All coming to see me from infinite nowhere! Oh my gosh. Twinkly Herb, I didn't expect to find you here. Actually, where do I know you from? This is driving me crazy. When did we meet? Callie, goddammit, can't you see I'm catching up with a good friend? If you want to join the conversation, feel free. Wait. Oh my gosh, this is in Morse code, isn't it? Callie, goddammit, can't you see I'm catching up with a good friend? If you want to join the conversation, feel free to start speaking in something other than a load of dots. Oh, shh. Heh, sorry. Had no idea you were saying shush, but okay, I'll be quiet. Okay, so let me... Oh, thanks, Tree Sprite. I was actually going to Google a Morse code translator. But you got that one for me. I think I've used this one before. All right. Okay, so here she says thank you. Actually, is this line before? Does this actually say something? It does say shh. Okay, gotcha. So she says shh. Thank you. Thank you. No probs. I also got no idea why I can suddenly understand Morse code, which you were all butt blinking at me through Twinkly? I don't get it. All right, I'm gonna translate this. All right, so this line says, the short answer is you are having a dream. Thought so. Thought it was something like dream bubble, having a dream. And let's see what this says. There will be plenty of time to talk soon, but let's please keep a low profile for now. Okay, so Calliope is communicating through Twinkly Herbert. Is what I'm getting? Or I was actually wondering if like Calliope like somehow became Twinkling Herbert. So I'm wondering if there's like just some kind of possession or different physical manifestation. But I imagine all will be explained. Okay, fair enough. This is a dream. Now shit kind of starts making sense. Your soul is like presenting itself to my subconscious in the form of Twinkly Herbert. Or maybe your soul was always in Twinkly. Or, oh man, theories are hard. I'm being an embarrassment to science here. So, whoops, OMG, don't mistake my dots for letters, okay? Callie/Twinkly. What does this say? Wait, what? What's this? Oh, that's causing an error here. Hold on a sec. Oh, that's just a face. Okay. That's the U tilde U face. That's the face, apparently, that's happening there. Lol. But, what exactly are we being quiet for? Alright, let's translate this. So my brother doesn't hear us. Oh no, you mean he's here already? Let's translate. Actually, I'm just gonna copy and paste this a little bit here. Yes. Alright, let me get this next bit. He is passing nearby while doing damage to the furthest ring. He is following a large party of ghosts in hope they will lead him to me. His intent is to destroy my soul. Aw, dang. Well, don't worry, Callie. I won't let your bro kill your soul. You are very sweet. I missed you, Roxy. Oh, yeah, God of Truth, you missed... I think I talked about it before you got here. So yes, I have heard about Deltarune, and I am planning to stream it sometime because I love Undertale. I have streamed Undertale, like, several times. And I'm going to stream Deltarune. I don't know when, but I will let folks know when I decide I'm going to do that. But there is not much you can do at the moment, other than remain discreet. Let's continue this elsewhere. Follow me. Okay. Where are we going? Oh yeah, I did say something about a spoiler chat, so if you want a space to talk about Deltarune, like, out of sight from me, on our Discord server, I do have a, like, stream spoilers channel, and you could use that to just talk about any stuff. I think people use that space to talk about stuff that's coming up in Homestuck and things like that, but you can also use it for that purpose too. Oh yeah, we don't have any of our jukeboxes today, do we, Coolan? That's a good point. Alright. So let's carry on with the Morse code conversation. Hey, wait for me! Roxy, exit room. The fuck? What happened to my house? Some stuff is different. I don't remember this. Callie, do you know what's going on? No. But let's keep going. And what am I even wearing? What are these clothes? It appears to be the outfit of a fashionable science woman. It does seem like fashionable science woman clothing, so that's true. Oh yeah, like a sexy science lady suit. That's pretty cool, I guess. Yo, hey wildcard. Yeah, I'm not... Whose clothes... Who else has worn those clothes? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Hey, Schwindu. No, we didn't start earlier. We did start at 10 a.m. my time. We started at my normal time, but But I know, like, it's the time of year where, like, people are changing their clocks. Like, actually, in America, we're supposed to change our clocks back an hour for the end of daylight saving time. So keep that in mind. I will be doing my stream at 10 a.m. Next Saturday. But if you're not in an area of the world where you're changing your clock this weekend, it's going to be off by an hour. But one way you can, like, definitely tell, like, what time my stream is starting is, I think, somewhere further down my Twitch page, I have, like, a countdown widget. So if you're not sure, like, what time the stream is starting, you can use the countdown widget to sort of tell, too, so. Alright, anywho. Also, like, if you make sure you, like, set your alerts for Twitch, or if you're in our Discord, I have my bot also sets out an alert when I go live too. So there's that. So there are ways to tell. Hello, and what have we here? Oh my God. Oh, that's right, because Rose's mom had, like, a fascination with wizards. So there's that. Is it Rose's mom's clothes? Okay, gotcha. I think I didn't remember that detail. Yeah, Umbral Shadow, I'm not a fan of changing the clocks forward and backward. Like, I would kind of like to just never change clocks ever again. Oh my God, that wizard! Heck yes, he's so perf. Callie, check him out. That ain't even a painting. It's so shitty. Did someone, like, grab a random ass low-res wallpaper off the internet of a jolly wizard doing what appears to be the world's dumbest spell and saved it low quality just then just, like, printed it way too huge? LMAO. She's getting distracted here. Oh, whoops. I tried to copy and paste that and I failed. Ah, there we go. Oh, she's just making a colon U face here. It's not even scaled proportionally. It's stretched extra wide to fit this expensive as fuck frame. Is that shit like literal solid gold? I can't even deal. Whoever did this was a wonderful genius. Alright, I think Calliope here is gonna be like, get a move on. So she says, yes, but we have to go. Yeah, I'm coming. Sheesh, Callie. Got to stop and sniff the roses, some roses now and then. By which I mean, ogle some garish wall wizards. Such are the simple joys in life. Anyway, in conclusion and in summary, da wizard. Roxy, continue. Yes, she is talking to the Firefly. The Firefly is Calliope, or a mechanism through which Calliope is communicating. Yes, Calliope is in Firefly form, that's right. Boo yes, more choice Zards. Don't worry, I won't stand around fangirling over these ones. Well, maybe for a second. Look at that one. Dude means business with his resplendent beam of pure white superstition. Hey, wait, you're getting away from me. Calliope is, I think, being all like, yeah, but we have to go. We gotta keep going. Like, then hurry up. Hold on, what was that? Callie, hang on. Is there someone else in here? Now she's being all sneaky. Callie, wait. Calliope. Oh, wait. What was that? Oh my god, that's the Condesce. Was that... This way! Is she here? Is the Batter Witch here in my house? Remember, you're only dreaming. Alright, let's copy and paste this. All that you see is coming from your memories and subconscious. Okay, I will keep telling myself that. It is only a dream. It is only a dream. My dream nerves are a wreck. I wonder if my dream house has any dream booze. No! Bad dream, Roxy! Must not fall off the dream wagon. The dream wagon. There we go. Shh! Alright. Through here. Okay, after you. We will have more privacy here. More privacy? You mean in the observatory? Not exactly. Roxy, go through. Oh, hello, what's this? This looks interesting. Going through a door into, like... I mean, that's a Suburb logo. Where is she? Wait, is this connected to like all the white arms we've been seeing like in the background through all the different panels? Don't answer that. That's just like the first thing I thought of. Cause like a few panels ago, let me go back a few panels. Cause see, like this is like a giant arm right here. It's just totally reminding me of like the little white arms we've seen like in the background, just like popping into the ether, in and out. Oh my gosh, there she is! Roxy, turn around! Hello! Oh my gosh, they met. Oh, but clearly Calliope is dead here because she doesn't have pupils. But I mean, we already knew Calliope was dead because we already knew she'd been killed. But that's her ghost. And she's wearing her troll sona. Calliope? That you? Yes, it is. Holy shit. The most pious and reverential of shits. Turd in a church, Callie. You startled me. Sorry, but yeah, so, hey, nice to finally meet you. Wowee, you're pretty. So, when you said you weren't good looking, it turns out that was a bunch of baloney? No, Roxy, I'm afraid it was not a helping of your delicious earth baloney. Oh, don't say that. Also, you said you were a cherub, but if I'm not mistaken, you appear to be a troll. Unless cherubs actually look like trolls? Alas, we do not. This is not my true appearance. I've taken the form of my troll sona. I wanted to look more presentable for our meetup. Unfortunately, my true visage would likely repulse or frighten you. That is not the first impression I would like to make. Girl, please. Trust me, there is nothing you could look like that would make me scared of you or grossed out. I'm your friend, and I know you're nice inside no matter what, so could I see the real you? That is so kind of you to say. I can believe that a lovely person like you would be able to stop herself from recoiling at the sight of my monstrous face. But it is out of the question. I am much more comfortable appearing to you this way. Really, it has more to do with my own dissatisfaction with the way I look than any lack of trust in your character. You understand, don't you? Yes. It's okay, Callie. You can go on keep being a cute troll. I'm just happy to see you. Likewise. I wish it could be under better circumstances, though. We may not have much time here. Where's here exactly? Am I still dreaming? Yes, I have led you to a dream bubble of my own design. My imagination and thoughts dictate what you see here. As I told you earlier, my brother is hunting for me, so I have created a little sanctuary in space to stay hidden from him. That is why I could not speak to you earlier, not out loud at least. He is highly sensitive to my presence, so it is very easy for me to get his attention if I'm not careful. But, as long as we stand in the center of this vortex, we may speak as loudly as we like. No information can escape this dark pocket so long as I maintain it. And seeing as you are a hero of void, you make an ideal guest to bring home for one who wishes to remain hidden. Though I will say the fact that you are my best friend is a lovely bonus. Best bonus? For real though, it's so nice to finally see you no matter what you make yourself look like. I've wanted to tell you all about what's been going on with me and my friends since we got together. It's been so fun hanging with them, even in spite of, let's be frank, some truly select teen drama. See how I'm kissing my two pinched fingers here? Mwah! It was like that. The embarrassing teenanigans have been sumptuous and come highly recommended, but really it's been great. And after some time IRL with them, it started feeling weird to think we were ever even apart. Yet, sadly, it was not complete, because the moment I met them all was also the moment I totally lost touch with my other cool BFFC from the webs. I tried calling and calling your name, but you never answered. I know, I am sorry. Don't be sorry, I knew you'd answered if you could have. I guess maybe you hid yourself so deep in this dream I couldn't wake you? Damn, this must have sucked spending all this time here hiding from your asshole brother. Like, I know he's a dick. I talked to him enough times to get that, but why is he trying to kill you so bad? He is not trying to kill me. He has already succeeded at that. On the day he found a way to kill my dream self, I was done for. Though, to be honest, I doubt I'd have fared much better regardless. I think his half was always meant to predominate. My will was simply not strong enough to overcome his. You know as well as I how stubborn he is. Excuse me. I don't think he has ever had a smidgen of doubt in his thoughts or remorse for his deeds, whereas I was always plagued by such feelings. On some level, I always knew he would win, but I fooled myself. I thought I could overcome his ego by looking beyond his negative qualities, and staying optimistic, and working together with him in a game to accomplish something extraordinary. And that, in doing so, perhaps I could begin to help him change, to teach him to evolve beyond his hateful nature. And as he changed for the better, slowly but surely, he would become more like myself. That was how I thought I could predominate. It was how I was going to win. And really, if he grew closer to me in that way, by learning kindness and compassion, we both would have won. My predomination would not have meant his absolute death, but our true union. But, sadly, I underestimated how consumed he was with the need to destroy me. Now he is completely obsessed with finding my soul and wiping me out for good, even if it means tearing apart the reality that surrounds us. He will never feel he has won until all traces of me are gone. Hearing all that just makes me so unreasonably mad. Fuck that shit, Lord. I feel so bad for knowing you died and there wasn't anything I could do, no matter how much I said your name. Don't fret, you did all you could. Isn't there some way we could bring you back? Some baller fucking magic or a bomb-ass fairy spell? I mean, we could find an answer in, like, for instance, ye enchantments? Very unlikely. Dang it. Okay then. If I can't do that, then I guess the next best thing would be to find your little shit of a bro and feed him a steady diet of his own ass. That is what we were supposed to do, right? I mean, from what I gather, the dude is ridiculous bad news. Just such brutal and stinky news. So eventually somebody's got to kill him, and that is probably us, ain't it? It's true that he deserves a comeuppance like few others, but slaying him is not actually your responsibility as heroes now. In fact, if anyone must bear that burden, it might be me. Oh yeah? Possibly. As we speak, there are hundreds of souls out here, but out here in the furthest ring. As we speak, there are hundreds of souls out here in the furthest ring, working to defeat him. Some search for a fabled treasure, a weapon said to spell his certain demise, while others say that I myself am this weapon, and so they search for me. They band together in great numbers for this cause, and attract his devastation in hopes of revealing the path to the weapon, while, at the same time, they draw his attention away from me, and it is a good thing that they do. I must remain hidden from everyone for as long as I can. Why? Why not come out and be all like, "Here I am, yo, it's me, Secret Weapon Ghost Callie"? Because I am no such thing. I was already useless against my brother when he was just a brat who liked to tease me. Now that he is exceptionally muscular and invincible, an exceptionally muscular and invincible adult, my chances are laughable. No, if I am to contribute, I need more time. I must go in search of my own weapon. What weapon? Ironically, the same weapon which many of them are looking for. Me. Huh? It's the only sliver of hope I have. I have reason to suspect that there may be another iteration of myself out here. One from a doomed timeline who is kept hidden for a long time, just like I have. But unlike me, she supposedly came from a reality where she predominated instead of my brother, and not by the means which I described. Hers was not a mild union of reconciliation. Amazingly, her predomination was absolute, a major feat of will, just as his was with me. As such, she went on to play the game, and, well, I cannot even imagine what followed, aside from the fact that she eventually must have died for existing in an offshoot reality. If she exists, I would be eager to meet her. It would be a chance to get to know a version of myself who was strong enough to override the will of my brother, someone I might have become if I had a little more courage. And if she is such a person, then I really believe all I have heard must be true. I believe she is the key to defeating him. So, I have no choice. I must go in search of myself. Oh hey, there's the giant red sun that they live near. And it's being sucked into this black hole. from when Caliborn entered the session. Alright. You sound like a real popular lady out here. Even you are looking for you. Indeed. Well, I hope you can find her. But if that's your job, to find Bizarro Calliope and go wallop your bro, then what is our heroic biz? It's the same as it always was, to win the game. Oh yeah, duh. Oh hey, Drakon, happy Saturday. It is as I once told you, Jane. With victory, you may finally exit this vast whirling storm. By claiming your reward, you would bring closure to a very wide coil of causality. One not tracing a continuous path like a snake, but intricately woven like a wreath. A ring of countless little rises and falls, ascents and descents. On its way up and down, a pair of much bigger ones itself. From alpha to beta, then beta to alpha, as if a mountain to be scaled and then climbed back down. Its peak touches the eye of a storm, which cannot end until the moment you all walk through that door. Only then will there be calm. Ugh. Ah, bugger, forgive me. Sometimes I forget myself and begin speaking in riddles. It's just a habit that is in the nature of my people. Yeah, I know. At least yours are better than your bro's stupid games. Don't remind me. In my opinion, they do not qualify as anything of the sort, much as the same as his shitty twists. And so then, from what I'm surmising here is we don't need to beat him to win our game. Like, dealing with him directly is kinda out of our domain. As the one who provoked the breach in Paradox Space, which I just colorfully described, he has always exerted his influence on your realities from afar, and from many different angles. Through unwitting surrogates, outsourced manipulation, outright enslavement, and even petty harassment. But most of all, he prevails through the simple inertia of inevitability that has always been on his side as a lord of time. And as the one who is to blame for foolishly allowing him to access such power, it's only proper that I take responsibility for finding a way to defeat him. But even though his methods of influencing your session are indirect, they are still formidable. There will be a number of powerful foes who stand between you and victory. Tomorrow, a terrific battle will take place. When you wake up, I suggest you begin to prepare. Okay. How? Like, make more sick gear? I could hustle up another batch of ill-wicked guns. That's a big old pile of guns. Jake can have the wimpy smaller ones. Make Jane like a fancy new fork or spoon or such. Like an elite endgame spoon, whatever that is. Like the Chowder Fucker 5000. Janie'd be flipping her god spoon around, hot bopping monsters doing like cuckoo damage. Won't bother make nothing for Dirk since he's basically married to his boring anime sword. Like you could even pry that thing from his rad dead cadaver. Yes, I'm sure new equipment would come in handy. Now that you mention it, well, before I died or even realized I would not live to play, I made a special exception to my rule of staying linear with conversation. I messaged Jane a birthday gift. You see, I had a brief vision from Skya which suggested to me she could use a boost in morale on this special day, so I offered her something very dear to me, just a little token to show appreciation for her friendship. I hope it will cheer her up, and moreover that it will prove at least somewhat useful to your party. But really, at this stage, if you wish to prevail against such stacked odds, collecting boons such as new weapons and treasures will only go so far. I think you will need to embrace a far more substantive gambit. Like what? OMG, are we gonna have to enlist Fafetta? Is Fafetta the secret weapon? It's Fafetta, isn't it? Poor, sweet, dear, precious Fafetta. It is not Fafetta. I am suggesting a measure that is much more extreme. I believe you should all strongly consider ascending to the god tiers. Oh, okay, that sounds cool. What do we do? Well, of course it sounds cool, but it's not necessarily as easy as it sounds, steeling oneself for death. Believe me. But if you can find the resolve, then here's what you must do. Since none of you have any dream selves left, it won't do any good to sacrifice yourselves on the quest beds found in your respective planets. And even if you did, there is not a battlefield from which to rise anew. No, your void session had only one path to ascension all along. You must travel to the center of the moons of Prospect and Derse, and there in the crypt you will find your sacrificial slabs. You must lie on them, and then you all must die, one way or another. Alright. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Doesn't the thought make you nervous? Well, getting offed on a moon slab ain't my idea of primo fun times or anything, but like, you end up with superpowers after that, right? Yes. And some kind of semi-immortality? Yes. And cool costumes? Yes. Then what is even the fucking holdup? Let's plop our asses slabwarding it down to dying. You seem quite cavalier about this, Roxy. Don't you have doubts? Wouldn't it cross your mind to wonder, what if I never wake up again? I know it would for me. I guess that's a fair point, but you say I'll be fine, right? Yes, I believe you will. Then that's good enough for me. I trust you. Oh. Sacrificial slabs. So does that explain why Aradia was able to go to God tier like way back in Act 5? During the Megalovania animation? Because I remember that's when she went God tier and I was like, wait, how did she go God tier? Like, isn't her dream self already dead? Is this how she's able to do that? Oh, and also with Dave and Rose. Oh, that's right, because they flew their moon to the green sun. That's right. So they had their sacrificial slabs there. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Well, that explains that. Meanwhile, this black hole is continuing to drink up this entire sun, and it's almost gone now. That's great. But it sounds like we don't have much to pull this off, because foes are coming. Who are all those foes you say we gotta beat? Those who I mentioned, my brother has been exploiting as his pawns from afar. The most obvious would be the one responsible for the extinction of your race, and who also happened to be responsible for this most fortuitous nap. Huh? Wait, how did I fall asleep? You don't remember yet? I remember a party and a sad Jane. A poor sad Jane with a shitty fella problems. And a ruined cake. It was gonna be so delish, but no, it was claimed by the cruel and unforgiving sands of Lopan. I remember. G-Cat. G-Cat! God damn it, G-Cat! He poofed me away with cat magic and I got KO'd by a floor. But which floor? It was a Derse floor? Aw, man, was I captured? The Batter Witch has me, doesn't she? That's who you meant. What is she gonna do with me? As I said, she is his servant, and is obligated to do everything in her power to facilitate the cycle of his existence. And while nearly all she has done on Earth and Derse has been to advance that scheme, that does not mean she's without her own agenda. I know that she would like to see my brother defeated as much as anyone else, for her enslavement, for double-crossing her, and for orchestrating her people's extinction. He always did loathe trolls. I've suspected I may be to blame for their misfortune as well, considering how he knew much I fancied them. Okay, so if she wants him dead too, and has her own personal secret plans or whatever, then what's she want with me?